War Room Sports is brought to you by Audible.com. Download a free audiobook of your choice by going to audibletrial.com/War Room Sports.
You people may know Mike from if you're from Philly, back in our day, like around 95, 91 to 95, he played at Abington Friends High School. And he went on to star at University of Pennsylvania, was the Ivy League Player of the Year in his senior year. And he has a nice little resume that he's built overseas in the past several years. So without further ado, we're going to bring on to the line in the War Room for the very first time our homie Mike Jordan. Mike, you there? Can you hear us? This happens every time, man. Somebody else pushing it?
Mike Jordan.
Mike.
You know what room, brother?
What up?
All right, what up, Mike?
What's good?
Mike.
What's good, man? Same old, just a different day.
I heard that.
All right, since we go out at 8, the rest of the time here is yours, but, we're going to get right to it so you don't get shortchanged on your segment. So
I got it, 8.
This is, huh? Yeah, we out at 8. So this is Dev, and I'm going to just,
up,
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jimmy. You got it.
Okay, I got it. Mike, what's good? This is Jimmy, fam. What's good?
What's up, Jim, man? Just chilling.
Hey, man. For our audience, let everybody know all the different places that you played.
Well, when I first graduated from Penn, I played all over Philly, and then AAU we traveled all over the place. Then Abington Friends, and then UPenn. I started my pro career with the preseason with the Sixers, and then I was in a summer league with the Sixers, preseason with Boston. Then I did a little short stint in France and Germany that year. Bounced around a couple places just to stay in shape, not in concrete. And then the year after that, I played in Spain, second division Spain, which is pretty decent league. And then from there I went to second division Germany, played about 4 years in Germany. And then I went to Italy, Belgium, did a short stint in Latvia and Greece.
You?
And then I did a short stint in Israel also, and I was right down in Ashkelon, which was right near the the Gaza Strip, which was
snap.
was experience.
They gave you a helmet?
No, I wasn't on helmet. I ended up getting released though, and I came home to during the Phillies when they won the chip, so that was a good thing to be home. And then I ended up getting assigned to go back to Germany. But a bulk of my career has been spent in Germany. But, I spent a little time pretty much, in a bunch of different spots over there.
Yeah, I think pretty much not playing in the Gaza Strip was probably a good thing for you. So.
Yeah, I was close, and it was crazy because after I got released, I think like later that week, they started shooting the mortars over there, and they started going home. I was real happy to be home.
Yo, that's crazy. Hey, yo, Mike. This is Kill. What's up, man?
What up, Kill? What up, baby?
All right. Hey, now I got a question for you. Was it a difficult transition adapting to the language barriers and cultural differences in these different places?
I don't think it was that difficult. Being as though that I had the opportunity to go to Abington Friends and Penn, I was exposed to all different types of people and all different types of stuff. So, and then when I first went over, I went to Spain, and I took Spanish at Penn, so I could grasp it a little bit. And I think it's tough for some people, but I think that I made a pretty decent transition everywhere I went. I mean, obviously some of the languages are easier to understand, and to pick up on than others. Had I played in Spain as much as I did in Germany, I would be fluent in Spanish. Like,
yeah, see, Mike, you were getting your learn on, I guess, in school, because I took languages too, but I was taking them for the grade, not to learn them.
Yeah. I mean, but Spanish is one of the romance languages, and it's nice. It sounds nice. It's not that difficult. German, on the other hand, is a little more difficult. When I first got to Germany, I was shocked because like people would be saying good morning, how are you? And it just sounded like you did something wrong, It's like, yo, what? I didn't do anything. Like, Basically they're saying, good morning, are you having a good day,
Yeah.
Guten Tag.
Mike, this is Paul. What's up, man? What's going on?
What's up, Paul? What's up, man?
Nothing much. What are some of the noticeable differences between the style of play, say, in the U.S. Versus over in Europe, say Germany, for instance? And, does the style over there fit your game well?
You have to, I think, to be successful, you have to adapt your game. And each league over there is a little different. I heard Jared and the other guys talking, a little earlier about how, in certain leagues, on certain teams, they play a certain way, and you're expected to do certain things. So, basketball is basketball, and you can see that, the overseas guys are catching up with the NBA guys, some of them, not everybody. But, in some leagues, it's like France, for example, that league is, up and down. There's a lot of, tweener guys in that league, 3-4s, 2-3s, that just like, they like to get up and down and go. Italy, I thought was more, in Spain, I thought were more, Spain second division, we got up and down. I think in ACB it's more set up and stuff like that. Italy is like a little bit of both. Germany, is a different style also. But I think Germany is a little more for a big bruising kind of guy than the other leagues.
Got it.
All right, this is Dev again. We talked about this the other day when me, you, and Kill were talking, but you always find cats out there who talk like it's easy to get a job overseas, and I'm sure that that's not really the case. But can you tell us about the level of competition in the Euro leagues and kind of speak on the rules regarding the number of Americans that each team can possess? Because we've always heard that it was 2, but didn't they switch that or something?
Yeah, when I first went over, you were only allowed 2 Americans.
Right.
And then since then the rules have changed. They opened up the borders. At one point, you were allowed to have as many as you want, and then they, I'm gonna keep it 100. Like the ball was kind of not good because you had all the Americans over there trying to get numbers and just playing real selfish. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like a glorified, pickup game. So then they started putting back the restrictions, and I think that in the German First League you're allowed. I think you're allowed 5 or 6, but you have to have 4 Germans on your team.
Okay.
And then I think in Italy you're allowed, 5 or 6 foreigners. But now they make the rule that you have to have a certain amount of, of the homegrown or that particular country's players on the team because they want to develop their young guys. Whereas though when they opened it up a lot, they were getting Americans a lot really cheap, because guys were just trying to get over. And it was taken away from the younger talent. So, a lot of the countries came up with those rules in order to develop their younger players.
Well, let me clarify though. Is it certain number of Americans, or is it just certain number of foreign players? Period. Because I'm sure.
Yeah, I think it's.
Okay.
I can't. Don't quote me on this, but I think it's just a certain amount of foreigners.
Okay.
That are, non, and I think foreigners count as non-EU. I'm not sure how that works. But, most of the guys that they bring in that aren't from, that particular country per se are, either like from Eastern Europe, from Yugoslavia, Serbian, Croatian, those guys, and Americans.
Okay, cool.
Mike, this is B. What's up, good brother?
What's up, B? What's up, man?
Oh man, I'm blessed and highly favored. Yeah, we hear that some cats will go over to Europe and apply for that EU citizenship. What are the benefits of doing that? And I guess have you ever considered that in your current situation?
It's not that easy. Some people know some people that know some people that can get it done, for you. Some countries it's a little difficult to get it in others. Back in the day, I think you had to get married in order to get it in some of the countries. But now, I think there's other ways people go about getting them. I can't really speak specifics because I don't have one. If I could do it all over again, I would have definitely probably marry me a Spanish girl. My first year over there.
That was my next question. I wanted to know,
I mean, no disrespect to my wife or anything like that, but back then, just for the passport, I would have did that just for the passport.
Hey Mike,
then I count as
You kind of brought up my question, man, and no disrespect. I know you're married now, but you weren't always married. So, I had a question about the foreign box. Are the women over there football players as American women? I mean, the bottom line, how strange would a groupies get for a piece of change? That's all I want to know.
My experience over there with the females hasn't, I think it's a little different out in the States. Out here, these chicks out here, they poking holes in condoms and doing all kinds of stuff to try to get that check. You know what I'm saying? Over there, I think you have the girls that want to hang around you, that want to, do things with you, do things for you because of what you do. But I don't think it's on that same. I don't think it's on that same level as over here. You know what I'm saying? Because cats gonna come in and they in and out every year. Like Jared said earlier, you might not re-up with that same team. You feel me? So it's like, so they're not looking at it as let me get rich. You feel me? It's more like I'm trying to have fun. I'm trying to enjoy myself. Whereas over here, it's like, all right,
you're trying to come up.
I just saw on the news he signed for $5 million. Yeah, I'm gonna get him tonight. I'm gonna have his baby. So I think it's just a little different. I mean, like the bull said earlier, girls that are all over the world are
pretty much
they got
the same. I got you.
Pretty much the same, but I think it's just it's on a higher level over here than it is over there. I don't think anybody over there is trying. I don't think those girls up there that are put in that category are trying to get pregnant and trap guys as they are over here.
I heard that.
Okay. Hey, Mike, this is Kill again. And the next question has to do with a gentleman who was very integral in your life and mine in terms of developing our basketball careers, helping you become the player you are, and even allowing me to become a low D1 college player. But how much did those John Harnett workouts shape your game and prepare you for a professional basketball career?
Those R.I.P. Rest in peace, John. But he was like one of my father figures, and those workouts were incredible, especially when I was coming up through them. When the older guys were Alvin, John Haynes, Doug Overton, Aaron, Eddie Jones, all those guys. Just going in the gym, watching those guys play, you couldn't help but get better, and understand the game, and they would teach you the game. So, those workouts were pivotal, I think, to, everybody that had the opportunity that were, lucky enough to be involved with that. And, it sucks that, the younger generation, won't have that, won't have a guy like John that can, keep them out of trouble and make sure, that they become not just better basketball players, but better people,
Mm-hmm. No doubt. Hey, Mike, this is Paul again. Just traveling around University City, I see they put a big ass mural of you down on Penn's campus, man. Like when you first saw that, was that overwhelming to you? Like how is it when you see a big mural of yourself?
I didn't know it was there until a couple when I came back from overseas and somebody had told me. And so I had to go down and check it out. And when I saw it, I was like, yo, this is dope right here. And I'm hoping they never take it down, because I'm playing with some incoming freshmen that's going to Penn now up in this league, and so a couple of times I was gonna have to tell them, like, look, man, you need to do your history and check up on things. Go down there and check out the wall, because you're not gonna be looking me off on the break now.
They look you off. Tell them check out that mural.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, you're gonna have to not look me off, man. Like, come on, dog.
I hope the hooligans don't go down there and spray paint over the jump, man.
Yeah, I know, right? They might kill me, spray paint on the jump, because in Philly, I think I might be the most hated hooper in Philly, because I have no flash and no glitz and nothing like that. I just go out and get it done. I'm real basic.
Basic ball. Yo, this is big again, Mike. What are your plans once you leave the game? Any aspirations to get into coaching? And how long do you see yourself playing?
My body feels good, so I'm gonna try to milk it to the wheels fall off. I would like to get into coaching. My backcourt mate had just got the the head coaching job up at Colgate, and I thought perhaps I would get on the staff, but he went a different route. So maybe it's not my time yet to get into coaching. So I'll go back over, try to make this change and keep playing. Getting paid to play. You can't complain about that. But the body feels good, so I'm gonna try to play till the wheels fall off. Don't tell my wife that, but I'm gonna try to keep going. I'm gonna try to keep going until the body tells me you can't go anymore, or teams don't want me anymore.
I mean, speaking of that, when you're in Germany, because I know you were just over there, were you over there by yourself, or the fam was with you?
My wife, she came over March the 2nd this year. She was working, and she came over to have the baby. And she was over there, and the baby was due April 19th, and she was over there for 2 weeks, and then the baby came. So, we were lucky that she came when she did.
German hospital then.
Yeah. My baby, my little daughter's I think she's German. She was born over there, so I think
she's Congrats to you again.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Congratulations, homie.
Yeah.
I'm going to go down that same road, so I'm going to be calling you, trying to figure out how you can change a diaper. So look out for my calls.
No doubt.
But look, all right, because I know you've been getting it all your life, so I know when you went overseas, it was probably no different. How did the foreigners react to your name? Were they expecting more from you because your name was Michael Jordan?
Yeah, it's the same reaction that I got, here. As far as with the name, people expecting certain things, and before they see me and you call out my name, you expect the other guy to run out of the tunnel, and you see me, and it's just like, it's just like, But hopefully throughout my years of playing, I've kind of made a name for myself as far as playing wise, and people recognize the style of play, and can respect that and not worry so much about the name. But it's been fun. I wear 23 and stuff like that, so you gotta take it with a grain of salt. When I was younger, it used to bother me. I stayed like as far away from 23 or anything, bald head, all that stuff. Stayed away from it because I just didn't want to deal with the comparing. But as I got older, I started to not worry about it as much, and I got the bald head. I wear 23. The bald head is not something I do purposely. It's something I have to do. So I embrace it now, and I just have some fun with it.
Yeah, I don't think Mike did it purposely either. Go ahead, Jim. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mike. What's funny is I know I probably speak for all of us. A lot of times when talking about basketball, people don't realize that when you look at the years, it wasn't like you were named after him. He was nobody when you were born. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly. I was born in '77. Things. I think he was writing that bullshit letter y'all was talking about earlier.
So he probably in '77.
He was writing that letter at the time.
He was writing the letter. Yo, he was getting his mush mouth on. How could she be getting this?
I don't know if that was real. That can't be real, man. Like, he was in high school.
At least you could say, Mike, at least you could say that you're the smarter, more articulate MJ.
There you go. You got the Ivy League education.
Yeah, that was bad, man. That was that's my man and all, but I can't. That can't be real.
Yeah, I hope not, because if not, then Laney High need to be brought up on some charges. But look, man, we out of time. We out of time, so we definitely gonna have to circle the wagons and do this again. But real quick before we get off the air, is there anything you want to promote? Anything you doing? Any camps? Anything with the kids?
I'm not doing any camps, man. I'm just on daddy duty right now.
Okay.
Maybe in the future.
What's your Twitter for the people?
At MJ's 23. It's EMJAYZ 23. So it's not, it's just pretty much MJ's 23, but it's spelled phonetically. So that's where that came from. And that's about it, you know. And they can like my little fan page that my homie made for me from Belgium. That's on Facebook also.
Okay,
we're going to put all that stuff out on our page, and we'll put the replay and all that kind of stuff so everybody can hear it. But thanks for coming on with us tonight, Mike.
No, man, thanks for having me. I appreciate it, man.
Thanks, Mike. All right, homie.
All right, have a good one.
Take it easy, Mike.
One.
Kuwait is the war room with 5 nights at the round table. 5 Philly guys diversified and educated.